Welcome to This Week in Sonar. I'm Craig Fuller. Zach, it's going to be an interesting weekend. College football is in high season. We're starting to figure out who's better and who's not.
We're starting to get to the point of the season where they stop playing like these little cupcake rounds. We're going to see some better games this weekend, hopefully.
Hey, stop talking about Baylor. We have Iowa State this weekend, which actually could be competitive.
Well, you know what? Tennessee is not going to lose this weekend.
That's right. You're not playing. Congratulations on a win. At least Pruitt gets to keep his job one more week.
Wow.
But more importantly, let's talk about Sonar. This week in Sonar, not a lot going on in terms of new updates. The big update is obviously going to be at FreightWaves Live in Chicago. So we're excited about what's happening there. A lot of really awesome features. Very excited about it. But we do have a couple of data sets that are coming this week.
So we've got biodiesel coming out. As we all know, that IMO 2020 is coming up, and alternative fuels are going to be a big target, in the coming years. So biodiesel, of course, is the product that you can make fuel out of cooking oil and the grease in restaurants. And it's a very environmentally friendly. It's biodegradable. It's a better alternative, especially with all the environmental.
Potentially, it does gel.
Yeah, it does gel. And in terms of environmental impact.
And I have heard it smells like burnt French fries is what someone has described it to me.
Yeah, so. not great, but maybe a little bit better. I don't know.
The smell or the word for the environment?
The environment.
We do care about that.
Yes.
But we've got biodiesel. Basically, if I look at the list of them, they're biodiesel consumed by transportation. Is this volume? Is this what this is?
Yeah, there's a lot of volume, but there's also byproduct. So you're going to measure like your carbon emissions and things like that, how much we're exporting, how much we're producing, things of that nature.
Okay, so they're monthly, and there are 8 of them that we've actually listed out. Mm-hmm. They're in the environmental category.
Correct.
So lots of stuff happening there, particularly around climate and discussions around climate.
It's a big deal right now.
People do care about that, particularly in the shipper community where they have requirements or obligations and responsibilities to manage their carbon footprint. And I think that's going to become a more important issue, particularly as freight becomes under more pressure to look at its carbon footprint. It's going to become even more so. If we move into the OEM granularities, talk a little bit about what this new auto data set is.
So we had auto production in there in general. So you could find it by market, like Birmingham, Detroit, Los Angeles, all the markets. Now we have it by the OEM. So now you can look up GM or Ford or Volkswagen, for instance.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I figured out auto.cha, which is Chattanooga. Who that was. It's Volkswagen.
What? That's such a secret.
Because the only auto plant here.
Right.
The other one that I always looked up was Tesla, which was auto. Was it SFO? Yes, it was SFO.
SFO,
right?
yeah.
So that's the Tesla one. So good stuff. I mean, not a lot of updates. I mean, there's a couple of small features on the UI. We did take the default granularity away, where last week there was a big update where on the sides of the charts you could see the index definition in terms of.
Well, it doesn't. Yeah, it identifies what unit of measure you're doing, and on the y-axis. And the problem is that not everybody has the same size screen. So
we learned not to default that one.
Yeah.
So that's now taken out of default. You can certainly add it. And one of the things that people may not know about is this thing called large fonts. And so if you're doing publishing, taking screenshots and put it onto social media, large fonts are actually useful. I think that's really about it in terms of new features. Don't forget that we've got this thing. We've got a brand new release coming out. I've said it once, I'll say it again, at FreightWaves Live in Chicago on November 12th and 13th. We're going to roll out 5.0.
It's a big deal.
It is going to be amazing. It is going to be unbelievably beautiful, and there is going to be some incredible features and new data sets and a whole new way to look at data that I'm very, very excited about. Zach, are you registered for FreightWaves Live?
I am.
So November 12th and 13th. Cannot wait to see what we've got to release there for Sonar 5.0. And if you haven't gotten your tickets for FreightWaves Live, be sure to do that. They do go up on October 1st, increase in cost, so make sure you get them today. It is going to be the freight party of the year. It will make Pitbull jealous. It's going to be so awesome. So come to FreightWaves Live, November 12th, 13th. In Chicago, we will see you there.
Our industry is moving faster than ever. Where are freight volumes headed? How will this affect capacity? And of course, what's the newest technology that can benefit your business? Those questions and many more will be answered at the industry's hottest freight tech conference this November in Chicago. Come join us at FreightWaves Live November 12th and 13th at the McCormick Center. Visit FreightWavesLive.com to register.